regular Rove Live viewers who are probably kicking in right on their regular 9:30 start time missed just some fantastic stuff earlier, but we're back with the help desk. Peter, Helly, Michelle, Laurie, Dannii Minogue all joining us again. Pete?
Yeah, we've got some more emails about pet names and stuff. Not actual pet names. People are still calling in saying, "Oh, we call our dog Rover." Shut up, okay? It's actually, you know. Amy emailed in. Her partner calls her Dimple Tits. My partner calls me the same thing, actually. And Megan, she calls her friend BTM, Big Titted Mole. She's a friend of Anna's, I imagine. Game on, moles.
Game on, moles. All right, let's get into helping.
Dannii doesn't know what we're talking about. She doesn't know. Anna, she doesn't know game on moles. It's really huge. Everyone in Australia is saying it now.
So left out.
Yeah.
It's amazing that you've perfectly timed your return to the country just as Big Brother finished. Well done. You can just smell it, just go, now's the time to come.
It's going on in London as well.
Oh, my God, there's one person we're trying to get footage of on the show, Nikki. Right. One of their housemates who just keeps freaking out about stuff.
Nutty.
Yeah, I don't watch it there, but all my friends do. It's really hard to escape it. It takes over the whole country.
I know.
Why don't you watch it? What is it you don't love about it?
Come on.
Yes,
I don't know. I just never got into it. I watch lots of other TV, but
nothing wrong with that.
Then you're actually having a life. You're having a life. I'm in Ugg boots watching Anna call people moles. You're actually living a life. I get it.
Let's see who we can help out there at home. When is it too late to call someone at home? First help desk question for tonight.
Depends who it is. Depends who it is. Some people get, you know, they can call any think I imagine. But I think a lot of people call during 6 and 7. That's internationally dinner time. And people still call during 6 and 7.
Telemarketers.
Oh, well, they can F off.
Oh.
I would find, I mean, what about you, Dannii? I mean, if you're on the other side of the world and you've got someone calling from home, do you give them any leniency because they might be calling at what is a normal hour for them but a very ridiculous hour for you?
Normally, I get calls from Australia early in the morning, London time, and I'm not normally up, so I jump out of bed thinking, something's happened, sprint over, where's the phone, drop everything. Hi, how you doing? And I can never time it on the way back. I always call at dinner time.
Oh, well, that's all right. I mean, if you're calling internationally, I mean, I imagine Kylie can call you any time, but someone like, you know, like, I don't know, Vinny from Young Talent Time, I imagine he's a before 5 o'clock kind of guy.
Yeah. What if the caller ID comes up, Vinny? What's happening?
I mean, you would have had that because your brother Brendan, you've just had the first grandchild born in the family, or your first nephew?
My nephew, yeah. So
that would have been okay. Call whenever for that.
Yeah.
That's right. Babies, yeah, you can call.
But it sounds to me like Danny's got the phone fear that I have, that something must be wrong. My mother gave me that when the phone rang. Oh my God, someone's dead. But I have a little bit like
I have the problem first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
if it's too early, I have this problem where I feel the need to be polite. If someone calls me and I'm half asleep, and I pick up the phone with that voice that sounds like, you know, the old Madge from Neighbours has just had sex with Elmer Fudd, and you're like, hello. And then they say, oh, sorry, did I wake you? And what's the first thing you say? Oh, no. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, don't be stupid.
I had a mate call me at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday night. He was at a trivia night, and he rang me to ask who sung Unskinny Bop. That's not on.
I think that's allowed.
Really?
Yeah,
for quiz nights?
For quiz nights.
Quiz nights, it's important.
Who was it?
Poison. Poison.
Well, actually, that gets us into this question then. What's a good song to play to get my partner in the mood?
Anything from Dannii Minogue's new CD.
If you pick something that's too up-tempo, like all I want to do, all I want to do, the guy would be like, oh, God, damn, I'm done. I'm done.
You wouldn't want to put the needle on it. It doesn't set the right message, does it?
And so under pressure doesn't work.
So under pressure, very much.
It's a lot of pressure for a woman. You feel the need to get the phone and go, all I want to do, all I want to do is touch you like that.
Do that so well.
Thank you.
Basically,
It worked for me.
so this is not anything by Shania Twain.
I have never put music on to kind of set the mood. I've never done that. once I tried, but the radio was stuck on AM. So it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to, you know, woo a lady, and it's like AM talkback radio at 3 o'clock in the morning. They just talkback radio. And I'm trying to go, hey, how you doing? And meanwhile, Gwen from Armadale's in the background complaining about arthritis.
We need another water. Turn down their rakes a little. Here's one. This is probably more for the ladies. Should you ever wear your underpants 2 days in a row? I say that because as guys, we'd just go automatically, yeah. Dannii, discuss.
You have to sit next to them.
I know.
I didn't say that.
You turn them inside out. You turn them inside out.
I didn't say that. I freeball, so I don't know.
Do ladies care as much about that as guys do? Guys, we could go out with a couple of pairs of underpants that lasted for the week and we would find a way.
Shocked.
Turn them inside out, then spin them around the other way, turn them inside out again.
No, you go and buy more.
No, yeah,
You go to Coles, you're down to 4, bang, I'm in there. I'm like not taking chances.
Do you buy your undies at Coles?
I can, sometimes I do.
I reckon the only people who buy their undies at Coles are people who poo their pants at Coles.
That is not true. That's Dannii Minogue. That is not true. Dannii Minogue, don't say that for Dannii Minogue. This is embarrassing.
All sorts of things here.
Now, here's one. This might have to be our last one, but this is very close to my heart. On bin night, am I allowed to put rubbish in my neighbour's bin if mine is full?
Of course you are.
Would you do that, Dan? Like you've got, I don't know, do you have a house you live in a flat?
There was some commercial, I don't know if I saw it here or in England, where they were like putting the rubbish in someone else's bin, but then like the floodlights came on and they got totally busted. At that point you just have to pretend you're like totally crazy. You're out there doing something else.
I would love to see Dannii Minogue putting the bins out, acting crazy. Like.
Because I do sometimes leave it till late at night, so you're the last one to wheel the bin out in the middle of the night. So you can just sneak, if yours is too full, bin in the other people's bin.
Your life is full of joy, isn't it?
But on the flip side, when I get home on the day the bins have been emptied, I try to get home as early as I can because I want my bin in as quickly as I can. Because if any member of the general public is walking past, any just other average Joe, whoever it might be, neighbours or otherwise, and just uses my bin to dump their, you know, juice container or their lunch wrapper in, I'm livid. Really? I want my rubbish in my bin, self-contained in a garbage bag. It's not some kind of...
the dirty undies.
I want room to chuck my dirty undies in.
I wish you wouldn't even say dirty undies. That's so feral. I
was going okay, you said dirty undies.
All of a sudden your undies are dirtier than all of Australia's.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Pete and Michelle, and thank you, Dannii Minogue, for helping us with the help desk. Hits and Beyond out Monday with the single So Under Pressure. We'll be back with Hamish and Andy Investigate and the one and only Jamie Foxx.